Welcome everyone. Today our message is about liking what you do. And we are going to focus on liking what you do. And if you have just a little bit of patience, you are going to probably get a YouTube tip and trick that you have never seen or heard anywhere else. And I would like you to just have a patient tablet or have something that gives you patience. This is going to be an interesting and life-changing talk. So let's have a look at what we are going to talk about. The very first thing we are going to mention is I'm assuming you're a YouTube creator or you're considering becoming a YouTube creator. And the first question that we ask is, what is your business about? Do you have any idea what your business is about? Have you already got an idea? It might be that you're making content about something that is probably about a hobby, or you haven't quite decided yet, or it's an area of interest, but we are going to talk here about liking what you do as opposed to just running with wanting to make money. So the first question that I'm now going to ask you is, do you yearn for a different life? Are you making content about liking what you do? And is the content as unique to you as your fingerprint? And if this interests you and you feel what you are doing reflects your uniqueness, not just rushing and making money, but reflecting your uniqueness, the next step is then that we want to show you about balancing making money and liking what you do. So today is going to be about that. I am guessing it could be life-changing, but for that, you would need a little bit of patience because we are going to slowly break it down for you. And then let me start straight away by saying, if you like what we say and you want to comment, this might be the replay video that you're watching, please comment, please subscribe, ring the notification bell so that you get notified. If this is the live stream that you are watching and this message resonates with you, please send us a super chat. We'd love to hear from you, and we'd love seeing as we a startup that you give us a little bit of thanks through the super chat, and you're going to get a shout out about that. And also you might even want to, when this is the replay video, give us a thanks. So that is setting the scene. That's what we're going to talk about today. And before we go any further, I'm going to pass you to Linde to just get some of the other things out of the way. And then Linde is going to come back to me for some more of this exciting message that you have probably never ever heard about in your life. So you can go away right now. I'm not chasing you away. I'd love you to stay here. But from now on, you are going to be hearing a message that you've never heard of before. And we are going to break the ice in the sense of how about making money as secondary to liking what you do. Okay, so that's my side of it. I'm going to hand you back to Linde, who's going to bring in some of the other aspects that we also just need to talk about. Thank you, Linde. All the best.
Thank you, Emmanuel, for that very exciting introduction. And yes, I think it is going to be a very different and insightful way of looking at, how you can earn money while basically living your dream. And at Peace Evolution, we're a platform that where we focus on evolving peace for inner peace for humanity. And what's also wonderful is that this platform is a place where you can bring your unique skills, talents, and temperament, where you can recognize your uniqueness and you can live your meaning and purpose. So I just want to mention that we are a startup organization, and as Emmanuel said, if our message really resonates with you, we would appreciate and we would love for you to support us. And you can do that while you're watching this live stream, or you could join our YouTube channel, where we have wonderful perks for our members that join the channel. Or when you watch the replay, you can also contribute by giving us a super thanks. That would be fantastic. Right, Emmanuel, you can come back. Thanks for that applause.
Thank you, Linde. At this stage, we need to also just pay the bills. So, as a
For
startup,
sure.
what you said is right up our alley. And we're also going to cover a little bit later. I prepared that we talk about the membership, but just briefly. And thank you from your side to mention that.
Okay.
Right. So, this is now about creating a YouTube business. And you might have arrived here. I'm assuming that this is the live stream, but we don't know. This could also be the replay video. So please remember that. If it's now the live stream, you could ask us a question and we would gladly answer. You might disagree with us. That's also fine. We would love to hear from you, whatever you have to say. Now, in principle, you might have arrived here because you're looking for advice for YouTubers. Now, as you can see, I've been around the block a few times. You see, I'm already gray, quite gray. I've been gray for many, many years. So I bring you some wisdom for absolutely free. Now, when we say advice for YouTubers, we are today in our message giving you advice from a point of liking what you do. We'd like you to consider the concept of liking what you do. In my own life, in the days when money was the most important thing for me, it didn't have meaning. It was just going through a pattern of waking up, making money, going to bed, waking up, making money, going to bed. And I questioned this and I questioned and I questioned this, and eventually those questions changed into yearning for a different life, and that also later changed into something feels missing. So today we are going to address those points. And the advice that we could give you is consider, instead of just rushing to make money, consider the notion of liking what you do. And from that, incidentally, making money and to bring your uniqueness. You might also be asking, well, how to make money? You might also be asking how to make money fast. You could also be asking how to make money from home. We cover all of that, but in the most different way than what you've ever seen this or heard this. We are saying all of that is true. But just step back a moment and look at liking what you do as the primary. You might say, how about making money in my 20s? You might be in your 20s, in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s, in your 60s, but let's cover making money in your 20s. This also applies. Our message applies to that as well. Making money on YouTube, definitely, definitely, if you live your uniqueness, you are going to be able to make money on YouTube by focusing on liking what you do. You want to make money for free? Absolutely. You could start up your YouTube channel and you might have already done it. You might want to repurpose it, but we say consider going for liking what you do. You might even say, wait, making money online is important. That's also fine. We cover all those aspects. And then how about learning high value skills? Well, I'm telling you right now, you already have every single skill that you need. You have every skill that you need. You have every talent that you need. You have the temperament. You already have that baked in your life, even though you might only be in your 20s. But it also applies if you're in your 60s. It doesn't matter what age you are. This is not an age thing. So you've already got all the skills. We are going to assist you to unlock that. You might want to start your YouTube channel. You might have heard about the YouTube angle and everybody's getting filthy rich on YouTube. We are saying, yes, do that. And just before you start, what are you going to be doing on your YouTube channel? Is it going to be about your absolute uniqueness, as unique to you as your fingerprints, not just following and chasing and pushing money? You may already have a business and you're thinking, wait, I want to restart my business. What should I do? I'm saying, do not make a next step, any other step, with the next breath that you take. Consider what it is that you like doing. We are also going to cover the point of a mentorship program. Our mentorship, we call it slightly differently. We talk about facilitating, but you could also call it mentoring. And we are going to get to that a little bit lower down the presentation, where we are going to show you the exact steps that is needed, because liking what you do took me many, many years to understand the principles behind understanding liking what you do. And then also let's look at this one that people ask about, running a business, and you are looking for running a business advice. We are covering that as well. The best advice you could get is that you start your business from liking what you do. And then also what we covered previously, starting a business from home. Now, that is the first point that we wanted to cover. And what I would like to suggest here is, if you are on the live stream and what we are saying here resonates with you, we would love you to assist us and to pass us a super chat. And we're also going to give you a shout out the moment we receive your super chat. We'd love to hear from you. Even if it's just, hi, I'm Joe, I like what you're saying. Hi, I'm Joe, I don't like what you're saying. Or whatever the case might be, I'm Mary and I would love to understand how am I going to find out liking what I do. There is a difference in terms of doing what I want and liking what I do. There's a huge difference between that. and we are going to show you about liking what I do. This is not just me saying this, it is me living that journey and figuring it out. And I figured it out just in principle. Let me digress a little bit. I figured it out based on my passion for finding the root cause of things. When I ask the question to myself, why am I questioning the meaning of my life? Why does it feel that something is missing? Why do I yearn for a different life? I went down many, many paths. Some people say to me, do this. Other people say to me, do that. But when I collectively looked at this, those were all treating the symptom. And because of my passion of finding the root cause, I found the root cause and I'm sharing that root cause with you. Anywhere on Peace Evolution, with any of our content, you are going to hear lots and lots. And I think you're going to get totally bored with it, or you're going to say, just maybe this old man has got something to offer. And you might want to then just take a careful listen because all our videos are extremely long. Not 6 hours, roughly 5 hours or so. And again, as you see there, if our message resonates with you, we'd love you to chat with us and even make it a super chat and so on and so forth. And I have now said quite a bit. I just want to also come back here for us to pay the bills. If this is the replay video that you're watching, by all means, we'd like you to also support us if our message resonates with you by sending us thanks. And at that note, I want to pass back to Linda just for her to bring some of what she needs to do as part of what we do. Linda, back over to you.
Thank you, Monyo. I love that we are bringing this angle of basing it on the principles of liking what I do. And I think this can apply in so many areas of our life. But yes, today specifically we are chatting to YouTube content creators, and let's hope and see that this is actually going to give us the tips and tricks that you guys have been looking for. So yes, I do not want to add anything else to that. So Manuel, we can continue.
Right. So the next step, thank you, Linda. Thank you for that. You are also walking a little bit ahead of our presentation, but I love it. So what we're going to look at now is growing your YouTube business. And what might have brought you here is looking for YouTube tips. We are giving only one tip today, and the rest will follow automatically. And that tip is that you consider liking what you do. It doesn't matter if you're going to create a YouTube business. It doesn't matter if you want to grow a YouTube business. If you are thinking about that, you are yearning for a different life. If you would consider, if you have the courage to consider, wait, let me just take a breath. Let's stop chasing money. Let's just take a breath. We are giving you that tip today. You might be looking for tips and tricks on YouTube, YouTube tips and tricks. We are going to say to you, just step back a little bit. The biggest one we can give you, and by now you must be bored by me saying, focus on liking what you do. And also, maybe you want to grow your YouTube business. Let me give you this example. Let us say you are in a rush to start up, and you start up and you run hard and you are not really enjoying what you're doing. You could also always rethink it at a later time. So don't let our excitement about liking what you do stop you. You could also repurpose your business at a later stage. However, if you want some growth tips, it would be easy if you start your business from the point of liking what you do, and the growth tips you would figure out for yourself. You would find ways. If you follow us, we are also going to give you those tips from our own experience, hard lived experience. We are going to share that with you through all our different videos. Easy way to make money online fast. Easy ways to make money online fast. We are saying yes, start at the right point. You've heard the story. If you build a house on a foundation that is not solid, the house is going to crack. You'll have to spend a lot of maintenance on the house. You might even have to rebuild it. Let's cast that foundation solidly by starting your business on the basis of liking what you do. Let's look at this, growth accelerators. By following our channel, we are going to, as part of our message, where we are going to talk to you often, we are going to share everything that we've learned, everything that we do. We are going to share with you also our growth accelerator. By the way, we call that not a growth accelerator, we call that a force multiplier. Uh, Let me stop for a moment. If you take a wheelbarrow, very simple example, if you take a wheelbarrow, you can pack lots of things in it, and because of how the wheelbarrow is designed, you could pick it up and move things. If you were to carry all of that in your hands by picking it up, you would, first of all, not be able to do it. It would take you a long time, and you're going to work yourself to a standstill. The wheelbarrow helps you with the force of carrying with little effort things easily. That's one. You've seen people deliver in those little trolleys where you've got a trolley like this, you've got a wheel at the bottom here, you can stack all these things on a typically cool drink cans, and you have a handle and you pull that handle back and then you push it very easily. That is a force multiplier. So with little effort, you're going to get a lot of results. And we are going to also talk about that on our channel. We talk of that often in our most recent live stream we finished last week, last week, I forget now. We spoke about the force multiplier as well. And then how much money is there on YouTube? How much money on YouTube? It's endless. Start with the right foundation. It won't feel like work. If you like what you do, it does not feel like work. I'm sure you've all had moments where you do things, and because you like what you do, it's so easy to do it. It's almost effortless. You have lots of energy, you have lots of stamina to do it. Then also about managing time. Now, that happens to be one of my fetishes. Every breath that I take has to count. So we are going to also share our time management, how to manage time with you, and also how to manage time effectively. Uh, I cannot use 20 breaths if I could have done that same thing in 10 breaths. So I'm always looking for time efficiencies ad nauseum, absolutely ad nauseum. So I rushed through this. I feel I just want to repeat. If it's YouTube tips and tricks, this is where you're going to get it. If it's YouTube tips, this is where you're going to get it. If it's YouTube growth tips, this is where you're going to get it. Easy way to make money online fast. Definitely, we are going to talk about it. I already mentioned the force multiplier, but the principle is start your business on the basis of liking what you do. And if you start again from scratch or repurpose, think about liking what you do. We also cover growth accelerators. How much money are you able to make on YouTube? Uh, there's absolutely limitless money that you're able to make on YouTube. And then to manage your time, we are going to tell you about managing your time efficiently. How to manage your time efficiently, you're going to learn from us on our channel continuously. And I just want to say again, if this is the live stream that you're watching and our message resonates with you, we would love to hear from you, number one. And if you do it with a super chat, we are also going to help. You are also going to help us pay the bills. And seeing as we're a startup with an absolute unique message, you are more than welcome. And we'd love to hear from you. Even right now, send us a chat, etc. And if this is the replay video, please also, if the message resonates with you, tell us through the super thanks. Linda, thank you for all the behind the scenes that you are doing. And back to you before I start with our next section. So far, what are your thoughts, Linda?
Yeah, the one thing that really stood out for me about what you just said, Emmanuel, specifically looking at easy ways to make money online fast, based on this principle of having to start with the right foundation. You used a very beautiful analogy of how, when we start to build a house, we're not going to build it on sand. And it's one of our main focuses at Peace Evolution that I just want to share with the viewers, is that our primary focus is not on making money, but it's actually on liking what you do. And why? Why do we look at things like that? So what you'll notice of people that are very passionate about what they do is that they do it, and automatically the result of that, they earn money in any case. So it's the outflow of having that right foundation. So I just wanted to mention that.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you. And for putting it so elegantly.
Pleasure.
Okay, anything else, or shall I continue with Peace Evolution's recipe?
Yes, please continue.
Okay, so I have now said over and over and over about liking what you do. And now what we say is when you start your business or you've got the business, but you are now ready to put in energy behind the business, just stop for a moment and consider whether what you are doing and what you're basing your business on is liking what you do. So now you are going to ask me, well, how do I recognize liking what you do? Now, I walked around with, first of all, not having meaning in my life. That is the question that I kept on asking, which morphed into yearning for a different life, which morphed into something feels missing. Now, I was continuously looking for, without knowing it, I did not know this, but what I was looking for was liking what I did. So as my life continued, I went down all these different paths, attempted so many things, and eventually I made the discovery of liking what I did and liking what I do. Now, that starts with recognizing our uniqueness. Now, you could sit down and write all these things. I've got gray hair, I've got blue eyes, I'm tall, I'm short, all the things that make you unique. However, the most unique thing you've got, let's say, amongst other things, is like your fingerprint. I'm talking of finding that uniqueness, the you within you that's unique as your fingerprint. Now, once you recognize that, it takes you further, and you then, as part of recognizing that uniqueness, you also going to recognize your purpose. Very easily, the two are intertwined. You and your uniqueness and your fingerprint and your purpose is intertwined. Now, once you do that, you also recognize you are the source of your life. So I'd like to stand a little bit on this point of the source of your life. By recognizing you are the source of your life, you could then create your online business, your YouTube business, based on liking what you do. If you are the source, not money being the source, not keeping up with the Joneses, not because my wife or my partner or my husband or my daughter or my friends or anything like that says, or you want to keep up with them, but because you are the source of your life. From that, you could create anything. If you're the source, you could create anything. And that is what we base this on. So the liking what you do comes from you being the source of your life. And the next thing is then to craft a vision. You craft a vision for yourself that exemplifies a life that you see in your mind's eye. So when you get to these things that we are talking about in your mind's eye, it develops. And I'm going to give you what happened to me in my mind's eye 3 times in my life. I was considering a farm. I thought I was a farmer. I thought I wanted to be a farmer. But it took me many, many years to realize, wait, I even got to a point where I went and bought a farm. I signed all the paperwork, everything was ready. And then I realized on number 99, on the 11th hour, no, it's not about farming. So I had to back out. And the agent who assisted me, needed to negotiate with the seller, and I needed to pay a penalty fee, but we cancelled it fortunately. So, in my mind's eye, what I realized was what made me think about a farm, the undercurrent of what brought to my mind the farming venture is what I had to look at. And we cover that here at Peace Evolution as well, where you are able to figure out exactly why did Emmanuel dream about a farm. Whatever you are dreaming about in your daydreams, that's where your what I'm talking about is locked up. If we take that a step further, you, of course, by liking what you do, by recognizing your uniqueness, and if it's like your fingerprint, you, of course, then have the ability to create your life unique to you. Nothing else, nobody else needs to tell you what to do. You are able to, as the source of your life, create it for yourself. And that is the beauty of when you recognize your uniqueness, when you recognize liking what you do. Nothing feels missing. So I've got to stop again just for a moment. My thinking about it feels as if my life has no meaning, yearning for a different life, and something feels missing was based on the fact that I was not present in my life. I was living a life, let me just say, thinking that my life is all about money. Fortunately, at a young age, I realized that's not the case. And I started questioning. Now, because we are chasing money, we are actually missing in our life, because if we didn't need to chase money, if we didn't need to be successful, if our needs were not based on what our parents, our partner, our siblings, our whoever wants us to be, or if we read in the motivational magazines that you've got to do this and that and the other thing, I say, no. What you like doing is right here in your heart. You don't need to find it anywhere else. Everyone's answer is inside themselves, and we are part. And part of what we do is we're going to assist and facilitate you to get to that part of your life. So, because you then become part of your life, nothing feels missing, as we say there on the screen at the bottom. And you would also then notice that the yearning for a different life stops completely. Then also you live a life of meaning. So that's where my journey started. I said, I don't have meaning in my life. Chasing money, getting up in the morning just about money, going to a job to pay the bills, to have food on the table, to go through all the notions. Then I want a TV, then I want a car, then I need a dwelling, then I need this, then I need that, then I've got to change. All of that just changed completely after I found the thing that I like doing. And what our talk is about more and more and more. And you notice that I'm building the case of, as we say there on the screen, you balance making money and liking what you do. That's our peace evolution recipe. Now, what I would like to just go back on so that we could pay the bills. If you like what we are saying, if this resonates with you, please send us a super chat, send us a chat, send us anything, and we would be grateful for your contribution. We are a startup. If you can't afford it, that's fine. If you can afford it and you don't feel like it because it doesn't resonate with you, that's also fine. And if this is the replay video, you are also able to send us a super thanks. The There we are, the super thanks. Thank you, Linda. And that's what this section is about, the peace evolution recipe. So, Linda, I want to just get back to you. Is there anything that you want to add? I'm quite on a roll here, as you can hear. But is there anything that you want to add, Linda?
Yes, I just want to add, I'm reminded of something we often say here at Peace Evolution, and that is, you need nothing first to be yourself. And again, what stood out for me and everything that you shared with us now, Manuel, is that liking what you do is at the heart of it. So you look to the inside to see that and get a glimpse of your purpose. So that's very exciting. So that's all I wanted to add. Thank you for sharing that piece, Emmanuel.
Okay. Linda, and I think I just want to stop for a moment and say to everybody that is here, either a viewer as part of the super chat or as a viewer of part of the replay video, thank you very much for joining us and thank you for listening. And in some way, if this resonates with you, I'm sure you know the drill. There are so many things to how you could acknowledge that, yes, this resonates. Write a comment, subscribe, anything that suits your own choice of how you want to say to us, yes, we like what you're saying, or maybe you want to say, please just shut up for now. We don't like what you're saying, and that's okay. We like to hear from you. That's the most important thing. So thank you. I'm gonna, Linda, is it okay to say shut up on live stream?
Yes, Emmanuel. It's fine.
So now, so we set the scene and slowly we build up. Now we are coming to the nuts and bolts. And this is where we request just a little bit more patience with us, whether this is the replay video or the live stream, just a little bit more patience while we cover how you recognize your purpose. And once you recognize your purpose, you have the option to then also recognize your uniqueness. You have the option to recognize liking what you do, and you have the option to live your meaning, and you also have the option to craft a vision. And that's all part and parcel of what Peace Evolution does. And notwithstanding that, um, we are now also, you are now then also able to, of course, build your business, develop your business, create your business, repurpose your business on YouTube, or it might be a brick and mortar business. Whatever you are doing, base it on liking what you do. That's our message. Now, to learn more about what we are talking about, you could, of course, follow us on YouTube. If you do the needful, YouTube is going to inform you every time we bring out a new video or a live stream. You would be informed about that. So follow our channel. Then there is also a related playlist which we are going to put together, that you could watch our videos related to recognizing your purpose to get to the point of liking what you do. And then also we have an ebook. We are going to put the link in the description, and you are going to, if you want to, you could purchase the ebook and then read the ebook. And the ebook is going to give you my life story through all the trials and tribulations I had, going down pathways for 15 years, 12 years, I think was the longest, to just find out, no, this is not based on liking what I do. I thought I was. The book covers all different aspects of how you are able to get to a point where your life makes sense, where you have the wisdom of your life. And then once you've got that, you could, of course, start your business. You could, of course, repurpose your existing business. You could take your YouTube business and then basing it on liking what you do, which is as unique to you as your fingerprint. You live your absolute uniqueness and you spread that through your YouTube channel business, working from home, making money from home, etc. So that's an option to purchase the book. Then we also have membership here on YouTube, and our membership contains 4 levels. We have spoken about those levels, and you could click on the join button, and the join button is going to take you to our membership. And that is a step-by-step process, taking you through everything that we said here today, all the way from recognizing your purpose, all the way from there to the point of balance, making money with liking what you do. And the membership is a process with all the necessary facilitation. There are live stream Q&As where you could ask your question, any of your questions, and of course, we would then share those answers in the Q&A. We included into that. So let us say that you have now lived your life up to now. You may have some illness, you may have something that you've picked up along the way, you might be overweight, you might be unhealthy. We also, as part of this, part and parcel, that's what I discovered with my own life. When I got to this point, by then I was overweight, I wasn't living a healthy lifestyle. So we include that in not only body and mind, but a combination of liking what you do and then fast tracking your lifestyle as well, so that you are living a healthy lifestyle. Now, as I mentioned, our membership takes you all the way from recognizing your purpose all the way through to balancing making money with liking what you do. You then also rest assured nothing feels missing. Rest assured you stop yearning for a different life, because now you are it. You and what you do is not two different things. It's not something, you are not defined by what you do. You are what you are, and you then bring what you are to everything that you do. You don't do things that define you. You just do what you are. And that also then means you live a life of meaning. And the most interesting point is, by now, with how we've set this out, if you take that up, you are going to also evolve inner peace. So, because you are not rushing to do this, because money is not important, because you have recognized your own unique self and you are the source of your life and you live that moment for moment, every breath that you take, your day becomes like an exploration journey. Your life becomes like an exploration journey, and you are evolving inner peace with every breath that you take. And that has brought us now to the end of this presentation. And if this message resonates with you and you want to hear more, reach out. As I mentioned here, you could watch any of our other videos. It's all related. Different parts of this puzzle of around liking what you do. And please feel free to, if the message resonates with you, to pass us a super chat. And we would love to hear from you. And if this is part of the replay, it would be lovely if you send us a thanks as well. So, Linda, I've now got to the end of our presentation. I'm going to hand back to you. You might have something that you want to add. Please do.
So, Emmanuel, just in summary and in conclusion for our viewers, we took you from providing tips and tricks for YouTube content creation to a place of living your meaning and basically evolving inner peace for yourself and for everyone and everything, because in this process automatically everyone benefits and everything. So we also focused on balancing making money and liking what you do, and I think the points that you covered, Emmanuel, was done in a very simple and straightforward way. And again, you guys are welcome to comment on that. And we would love to assist you in this process where you do get to balance that in your own life. So please feel free to chat with us, come in contact with us. We would love to hear from you guys. Great, thank you so much for that, Emmanuel. That's all from my side, and it was an absolute pleasure to be part of this live stream.
Linda, thank you, and certainly it is the case. I am liking what I do. I am liking what I do. I enjoy every moment with every breath that I take. And of course, you might want to mull on this. You might think, oh my goodness me, this sounds so dramatic in my life, to now stop chasing money. And please feel free to reach out, watch our videos, whatever inspires you, however you wake up tomorrow morning and you think, you know what, just maybe I would like to do that. We have got this topic covered quite well on YouTube. And yes, we would like to hear from you, and there are easy ways to reach us. And Linda, with that, I am done with the presentation, and I want to wish everybody watching very well with whatever you are going to get up to. All the best. Every single day, every single breath that you take, enjoy it. Thank you then.
Great, thank you. Until next time.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
everybody.
Thank you, and bye-bye.